everyone, to the fourth episode of Prove Your Worth podcast. My name is Kelsey Stewart. I am the marketing director for Social Proof Success and the OMG. And I have two special guests with me this episode. I have the founder of Social Proof Success and the OMG, Miss Malika Holloway, with us. And I've also got the owner of Wright Media, Mr. David Wright, with us today. And we are actually going to discuss the Social Proof Success Live, the intensive event that is coming up in, I think just 2 short weeks. So we are in crunch time. So before we talk about the event, I want to talk about each of you. So Malika, will you give us just a short background of what you do, who you are, all that stuff?
All that good stuff. It's so crazy. I'm like, I teach and do this all day. And as soon as you said that, I was like, who am I? Like, what do I want to say? But hey, everybody, thanks for tuning in. As Kelsey already said, my name is Malika Holloway. I'm the founder of both of these amazing brands that she gets to represent. I am a native and a resident of Atlanta, Georgia. I'm a mother of one, have a huge family that I love. So when I'm not working, I'm enjoying spending time with family. I have degrees and certifications and all that different stuff in many business disciplines. But at the end of the day, I am a human being who decided to take a chance on myself. And here I am, like 5-6 years later, doing what I love. So that's not written on paper. So that was the good bio.
Well, okay, that's not the one we put out there. All right, David, what about you? Let's hear about you.
Well, hey, everybody, I'm Dave Wright. I am the owner of Wright Media. I am a cinematographer. I'm a person who basically brings your dreams to life using video. I am a native of Atlanta, Georgia, father of 4 wonderful, amazing children, and literally just excited to be bringing vision to life when it comes to social proof success, as well as working closely with the OMG as the creative director there. So super excited to be here.
Awesome. Well, do you want me to call you David or Dave? Which one do you want to go by?
Whichever you call me is fine.
Well, let's kind of start with our event that we did in January. We had a similar event in January, but everybody had to be virtual except for our team because of COVID. And I want to do just kind of like a recap of what we did at that event and how it's going to be different at our event this time. I know that for one, we get to have people in the room because we're allowed to see people now and touch people now with hesitation. We only have 50 people in the room, and that's kind of crazy that we can only have 50 people. But what are these 50 people going to get that they didn't get in January?
Oh man, number one, I think they're getting an experience. Like I keep telling people, it's like, how often do you do these events? I just had to our CFO started with us today, and they were like, how often do you do these events? I was like, first, it's I guess twice a year. This is only the second one. I'm not new to events and production and working on teams and all that, but I'm new to doing events on my own. And so I believe that one of the main things people will get that they did not get in January is like the complete experience. I think our team always gets testimonials from people that came to the January event where, we were in the ballroom and working hard and all the audience was, digital, tuning in from Zoom. And so I thought that, how are we going to pull this off? But this one right here for me, it just feels like it's been easier because it's like, no, once people get in the room and they feel the energy of the team, all of the speakers, and you got the DJ that's going to be there, once you're in the room, it just creates a whole nother feel. So if I could say, if anything, what they'll get that they didn't get before will be the experience, because the content is going to be better than what they got in January. So, and that's what they want more of.
And I will say something else that they get that they didn't get in January is Mr. David being our MC.
That's right.
So give me a little bit, a taste of what you are going to put out there for our events in July.
So let me tell you, one thing about social proof success, you never know what you're going to get. January was its own sauce, its own flavor, its own pitcher of Kool-Aid. This event, July, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. You absolutely have to be there. Here's why. You never know what you're going to get. I'm going to be bringing the excitement. I'm going to keep your energy up. I'm going to make sure that you stay engaged. I'm going to be there with your tissues. I'm going to be there with your peanuts, with your water bottle. I'm going to be right there with you, walking with you and enjoying all of these amazing, juicy, moist nuggets that are going to get dropped by these amazing speakers, by the panel discussions. Listen, minds are going to be blown. I'm going to be right there with the broom and the dustpan to sweep it right back up and give it right back to you. It is going to be a blast. When I tell you I'm excited, I just had to calm down. Okay, I'm excited. That's what you're going to get. You're going to get this.
That's such
you're
a
going to get the
radio
event.
I got to interrupt you. I'm over there like, he sounds like just an amazing announcer announcing some really, really dope stuff. So
I was going to say, it sounds like we picked the right person.
Right. Sound better than me right now. But yeah.
Coming soon. I love it.
I love that. Okay, well, speaking of differences, January's event was just Social Proof Success Live. This one we are titling The Intensive. So when people hear the word intensive, they, of course, think intense. So give me a little insight on how an intensive differs from just a regular event like we did in January.
Oh yeah, absolutely. So in January, we had a ton of speakers, and each speaker had like 30 minutes with 10 minutes of Q&A, and some speakers only spoke for 10 minutes, but it was a lot. There was a lot going on. The main thing that we're doing differently, and this is why we named it the intensive, is because we're talking about our theme is be popular and paid. Like you can have the popularity, you can have the foundations of your audience and be a marketing genius and everything. But if you just have all these numbers and it's not converting into dollars, then it's a problem. We're all in business to make money, to make a profit. So I want to make sure that we marry the two. So getting that social proof will definitely make you popular, and it can definitely get you paid. Ask me how I know, but you have to make sure you have everything in place. And that's kind of what we're going to be walking people through. So each speaker will have more time. I won't even say what the amount of time is to actually do an activity and walk through hand by hand with the audience. And so when I say intensive, it's more focused, it's more in depth. And so people will have more time, because that's one of the things I know a lot of the feedback we got was, oh, I wish the speakers had just a little bit more time. I felt like it was almost there. So we heard everybody. And so now we're just like, all right, let's make sure that this time we give them what they want. And that way they'll have access, be in person with the speakers to talk to them and to fist bump or elbow bump, whatever they do. But then they'll also have time to actually get things done and also network with other people in the room, like while they're there. So I'm thinking it's going to be a really different vibe than what we had in January. Still phenomenal, right? But it'll be a different vibe. So I think it's needed right now.
Yeah, and you mentioned networking, and I think the fact that people are in the room, you never know who you're going to sit next to.
Right.
And so, you could be sitting next to somebody who could become a business partner of yours, and you wouldn't have gotten that opportunity if you weren't in the room. I think another important thing to point out about networking is those people who are in-person attendees. On Thursday night, we're doing a little, should I call it a mixer or networking event, one of those, whatever you want to call it, for our attendees, so that they can kind of walk around and meet people before the event starts, because I know a lot of people are going to be focused during the event, but it'll be just kind of a fun way for people to say hey and actually meet our speakers, right? I think they get to meet the speakers. Yeah.
Absolutely. We'll all be there.
So let's move on talking about the speakers that we're going to have, because we've got some big names, and like you said, there are less than there were in January, but they get more time, which means more quality content and more time to ask questions, so that the attendees can walk away with stuff for their business, not just a general thing. So let's kind of talk about the speakers that we've got.
Sure. I was gonna say, David, you want to talk about him? I'm like, he probably like, I forgot who they were. It's not part of my job yet, right? And so first, like Kelsey, you already said, you introduced him so well. We have David, who is kicking us off as our event MC, bringing that energy. He's back by popular demand. He made a few appearances in January, and so we were like, you know what? Let's go ahead and get him because he totally knows how to set the tone for the day and for each moment as we go. So excited to have him. Then we are bringing back another person that's popular by demand, Josh Ellis, who's the editor-in-chief of Success Magazines, like the magazine that you can go into the store and get off the shelves. We have clients that have actually been in. That's one of our, you might as well say they're a media partner of ours. But he's coming back to really talk about how to build relationships in business. So I've said it plenty of times before on my lives that the main thing that we do as a PR agency or a PR team is that we build relationships. We use the relationships we have to get our clients in the door, and then we make sure we're continually meeting new people to continue building our network. And so Josh is going to go deep into how to build a relationship in business the right way, and how, if you wanted to build partnerships with media entities, how do you get your foot in the door and how to keep that relationship going so you're not reaching out just when you want something. And so it's like you kind of bump yourself up to the top of their radar. Then we have Tavai El Emmett. He is a marketing genius, like the boy is smart, like the man is a genius. And he'll be coming to us talking about how to optimize your marketing messaging, as well as some of your Facebook ads to really get a return on your bottom line. And so, yes, but one of those things where it's like, all right, you have the person that's back there knowing what's happening, bringing the information to you instead of you trying to Google it or throwing spaghetti on the wall, hoping it'll stick and realize you're just wasting money. So that's a part of getting paid. And then we have Adrian Davis, a longtime friend and business partner of mine, who will be talking about how to transition your career or transition your brand and also monetize yourself in the process. He's built multi-million-dollar nonprofit organizations and companies, made exits, transitioned his career. And so he started from zero again. And so he'll be talking about all the stuff he's been able to do by almost reinventing himself. And then we have a few other speakers coming through that we'll be announcing as time goes. But those are my heavy hitters. Those are the people that know the ins and outs of what I do and how I do it, why I do it. So I'm only bringing the best back to the stage. Right, David? Like, right?
Absolutely.
All right.
Yeah, I'm really excited about all of those. And in our last episode, we actually talked with Adrian Davis, and he kind of gave us a little snippet of what he's going to be talking about, and also just what he does in his life and how he's gotten to the point that where he is. So if you haven't listened to that, go back and listen to that one. We're bringing back the media panel, which I thought was a great success last time. I think all of the people who watched it got a lot out of it. I know I don't do PR, but I work in PR, and I actually got a lot from it. So I'm glad we're bringing that back. Yeah. And yeah, so we're like we said, we're bringing David out from behind the camera because he was doing all the video last time. So we're excited to bring him from behind the camera for the whole thing, whole shebang. So David, let me hear just how you would open Social Proof Success Live the
Okay, there are two things you need to know. You ready? In fact, we can do this right now. If you're listening, you can do it with me. All right, everybody take a deep breath. Breathe in. Now breathe out. Now, I don't know what time of day you're hearing this. I don't know if you're catching it right now. Whatever the time of day is, you need to take a deep breath. Here's why. You need to take in and breathe in the moment, because it doesn't matter what happened before you got here. It doesn't matter what's going to happen later. That'll take care of itself. Take a deep breath, because what's about to happen is going to prepare you for everything you need. So one more time, take a deep breath. Breathe in. I hope you brushed your teeth, and breathe out. All right. If you didn't offend somebody next to you, then we're ready to go. That's how we're going to start. We got a couple of other things, a couple of tricks that I have. I can't tell you all of them. I want you to be in the building. I want you to be virtual. We're trying to get as many of you in the building as possible, because I'm not going to lie, I'm not biased, but you are going to have a much better experience being right there in person. it's something about Zoom and digital fatigue. If you can avoid it, I understand. But being in the building for this event is going to be major. Feeling the energy pulsing in the room, being across from somebody and looking them in the eye like, yo, did you hear him say that? Oh my God. All of that. So I'm going to save some of my tips and tricks for then, but I guarantee you, we are going to set the tone and it's going to be amazing.
Thank you for that. I loved just taking a breath, because I think that's something I forget to do from time to time.
I do it often,
Absolutely.
like very often when we're working, and Dave will tell you at least once an hour, I'm like breathing deep, and he's always like, are you okay? I'm fine.
I mean, it comes up on my Apple Watch, but it's just like,
it's not the
I'll do it
same.
later.
And can I say this too? In the pursuit of being popular and paid, we have to make sure that we're balanced in everything that we do. And so one of the things that I'm excited about with this conference is this is going to be a very holistic approach to business, to entrepreneurism, to all the tools that everybody needs, not just the plug, not just what Josh is going to bring or what Adrian is going to bring or what Tavai is going to bring or what the media panel is going to tell us, what nuggets, what website or what cheats or what hacks you can use. But the holistic approach is going to be what makes everybody that walks away from this conference a better person, a better entrepreneur, and more fulfilled in life as to what you are going to achieve. That's my spill.
Well, I mean, I'm like, what should I say after that? Come to the conference. That guy's good at that.
But I think you brought up an important point, that being in the room is going to be a different experience, just because
Absolutely.
I think, me personally, I actually appreciate being around people more than I used to. So I think that is one reason in itself that it's going to be a different experience. But it is important to note that if you can't make it to Atlanta, if you or you're in Atlanta but can't make it to the event while it's happening, you can attend virtually.
Right.
I don't want to discount that, because you will still get a great amount of nuggets out of being virtual. And just not everybody can travel or get to the place that we're hosting the conference. Right. So I do want to put that out there and say there really is no excuse, because you can be virtual or you can be in person and still attend. So there is no excuse. So that brings me to, how do you buy tickets? So you can go to socialproofsuccesslive.com. And that's where you'll see the speakers. You'll see what you're going to learn. You'll see swag that you can buy, like this T-shirt that I'm wearing.
You are such a big deal.
You are. You'll see everybody.
Hey.
But also from that website, you can purchase your tickets. They are $249 $247 right now. And we do have a payment plan that is 4 payments of $75. So whatever works best for you and your budget at this point in time. When do prices go up? They go up soon.
I was about to say soon, like super soon.
I did not prepare that information. I want to say prices go up on the 18th of July. So yes, make sure and they will go up $100. So save yourself $100 and go spend it on dinner or a couple bottles of wine or something else.
Or bring it to the event to spend more. I'm just saying.
Yeah. You already budgeted it, so.
Maybe you stay a night at the conference with that $100. So $100 can go a long way. So you should definitely get your tickets now before they go up. What else do you want to say about the event?
But David, I'm gonna let David close it, because I'll close my part. What you got?
I have a question.
Hold on. We're not just gonna glaze over this. Let's rewind for a second. You said the tickets right now are $247.
Mhm.
You can be in person and virtual or virtual. And there's a payment plan
Yeah.
that you can split up the price of the tickets into 4 equal payments of how much?
$75. Actually, it's like $74.95. So it's less than $75.
So 5 cents less than $74.95. You can split it up into 4 easy payments. There is absolutely no excuse. And with all the heavy hitters, with all of the information, and there's more. Like, this ain't it, what's
Yeah.
being discussed right now. Like, there's way more. You
Okay.
mean to tell me y'all don't have tickets yet and it's going to go up $100 and in advance it's going to go up? Man, you're crazy if you do not get these tickets right now. Socialproofsuccesslive.com. You can get your swag. You can come ready. You can get all the information. It's not a secret. You're going to know by looking at the website exactly what you're going to get. Well, I mean, it's a couple of secrets. We can't tell y'all everything, but you have no excuse not to make your way or not to buy your ticket right now. So I didn't want to glaze over that. Kelsey was being nice. I just had to tell you, this is your adult peer pressure, but no pressure. Go get your tickets right now.
And that's why he get paid the big bucks. That's why.
That's why he's popular and paid.
Basically.
So I want to thank both of you for talking about this great event that I'm really excited. I actually told both of you before I got on the call that I had a dream last night that I didn't fulfill my duties that I'm supposed to at the event, but that's not what's going to happen. We're going to kill it. It's going to be great. But
let me say this: if it does happen, none of us will be mad because, she dreamed it, so we should have had
I didn't warn you ahead of time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
It's all our fault, but it won't be. It's going to be amazing.
Yeah. So at the end of each episode, what we usually do is we talk about we do a small business shout out. So we try to kind of link to a couple different small businesses that we usually call it fangirling, but now that we have a man on here, fanboying, I guess.
Yeah.
That you are a fan of. We usually try to do 1 or 2. So what are some businesses that you guys are fanning over?
Let's see. Bamboo. It's a luxury bedding line. I bought. Those are client gifts. Those are team gifts for Christmas. Everybody was in love with their dream boxes from Bamboo by my friend Angela Page Hawkins. Bamboo.co. Go check it out. Get your Bamboo sheets, pajamas, bed linen spray, all of it. And secondly, the OMG, like www.theomg.biz. That's me, that's Kelsey, that's David. The whole team is here. Definitely shouting out to us and really shouting out to my team more than myself, because they are the glue that keeps everything going. So shout out to the team. We only have the best people on our team. So shout out to them because they're so amazing. I know that was like, she really gonna shout out her own business. Yes, I am. But I shouted out my team, so it was different.
Well, I know for me, I am a foodie. So I have to shout out one of my favorite new food spots, and I'm kind of biased, but if you're in the city of Atlanta, Grits Brunch Bar is one of the best food places for brunch, grits for brunch, that I've ever tasted. 2 words, 3 words. My math's not right. Don't hold me to it. Couple words. Red velvet waffles. That's all I need to say. Grits Brunch Bar is the spot. So that's my shout out.
Oh, right. I do love red velvet. That sounds really good.
Next time we have our team retreat in Atlanta, we might have to go there, make reservations.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, I think we covered just about everything and then more, I think. But we can't give away all of our secrets. So people have to come to the event or watch virtually to get all of our secrets. And the truth is, you will walk away with stuff that will make you more money than you are paying for your ticket. Plus, it can be a write-off. It can be a write-off. So, I mean, you're kind of not paying anything if it's a write-off, right? That's how that works.
Facts.
All right, Maleeka and David, I want to thank you so much for taking the time to hop on here and spend a little bit of your evening with me. And I hope that everybody enjoyed the episode, and hopefully we will see you at Social Proof Success Live.
Thank you. You're awesome.
Peace and hair grease. Get your ticket right now.
Oh gosh.